Hi everyone, I'm going to quick go over my module 3.2. So my first slide is my sustainable design strategies. So the ones I included were an HVAC system, which is an active design strategy, a stormwater system, which would be passive, greenhouse spaces, which is also passive, power generation, which is active, my load-bearing walls and column and slab, which is active, and then interior comfort and air quality, which is passive. So just to highlight a couple of them, the interior comfort and air quality, having windows on both sides, allowing that ventilation to just go straight through, to use less of electrical needs to heat or cool the space. Greenhouse spaces, same thing, it's going to collect the rainwater and distribute it onto the field and also trap in that sunlight to use as a heat source inside of the building. And then stormwater, that water captured in the greenhouse spaces and even on the field will be collected on the outskirts of the field, and this will be used to water the field and the surrounding landscape. For my active strategies, HVAC system, obviously, when we need more heating and cooling than the ventilation can provide. The power generation, obviously having electrical sources to power the lights and all electrical needs in the unit. And then my loading on the site is those load-bearing walls, column and slabs, which will be seen later. Point of connection for my utilities. So in the purple, you can see where the stormwater is collected and transmitted down into the collection spaces on the outskirts of the field. My power generation is also in those mechanical rooms, in the equipment rooms, and that's which will be housing all of the electrical sources that run throughout the building. So in the black, you can see that everything is just stacked. So all those vents and connectors will just travel throughout the building, top to bottom, in a nice layer. And then greenhouse spaces, which you talked about, and the power sources. So then the distribution of systems, in red, I show my just like electrical things, so where everything is connecting. So my primary point of connection is me on that street right there. And then the primary electrical service is right on site, and that's what connects to all the secondary electrical services. So I have 4 secondary ones that kind of are on both sides of each building. So there's 2 power sources for that, and then the one large one. And then the dotted lines are just the distribution of the electrical system. And then in orange, I have my mechanical zones. The small orange boxes are the mechanical equipment, and all those will be stored underground. And then in blue are my stormwater locations, which are those green spaces up above, and then where it travels to be on the field and actually provide that watering on the field itself. And then just showing my building structure, where my load-bearing walls are, where the beams are located, where the columns are located. So everything kind of runs straight up and straight down. So the same system will be able to travel all the way up to all the units and be the same, for an ease of building and less complications and costs. So you can kind of see that here. And then just showing a section of all those things. So again, showing my load-bearing walls in the red. Everything is just traveling straight up, straight down. The beams, the columns, and then my point of connections for the electrical needs are also shown in the dotted red, and just how that is like distributed throughout the building. So it'll go underground and locate to those secondary sources and then travel up into the units through those walls that just travel up. And then again, stormwater location, my field is gathering all that water, and all the excess water that is collected by the building will just be taken down straight into the field. And then finally, my typical unit plan, this is just showing where this chase space is. So in the bathroom, it's a pretty large space on that wall that all that plumbing and stuff can go to. And then in the kitchen, my wet space obviously is a bit larger. And then we have that another chase space to find there for that. So that's all I have for this week, but thank you.